Right. I don't put it up a little closer so they can hear us. All right, Shalom. We're coming out here once again to prophesy, all right, our names, all right, of our Lord and power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Yah meaning he is, Hawa meaning to exist or to be, Bahashem meaning in the name of, and the only begotten Son, which his name is Yahweh Shai, which means he is deliverer. Those are the names that we are coming into, all right? Those are the names that we are heralding, all right? This new government. So right before we begin, we want to give infinite honors, glories, praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, or Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught us the truth and sincerity. Shalom to the Akim, Wa'akwakim out there, trimming their lamps, making sure they're calling and their election is sure, working out their own salvation with fear and trembling, measuring out the times diligently within itself. All right. So here, we're back in the belly of the beast. All right. We are back here in Babylon the Great. All right. Which is America. All right. This is the place where we're going to serve our last captivity. All right. And here in Babylon the Great and in America, you got a lot of proud people out here, man. All right. A lot of Hebrew niggerites, man. A lot of modernization, a lot of westernized minds. All right. And the Lord is going to kill an entire ideology, all right, by killing a lot of people at one time. Because that's the only way to kill an ideology ultimately is when you nuke something. Is when you set it on fire. A lot of people at one time, man. All right? And that's what this place has to get, thermonuclear fire, because these niggas is proud and there's a lot of egos going on around here, man. And that starts from the men all the way down to the women. Let me get 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. You got that? Let me get that.
This is 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them.
Many great miseries. Let's look at that word misery. Many,
blue letter?
No, man, like many great miseries. All right, great. All right, let's deal with great. Because 2/3 of our people, these damn Hebrew niggerites, they think nothing ain't gonna happen to them. They think everything is gonna be minute, so to speak. But in actuality, it's gonna turn up on your ass, man. All right. It's going to be like Amos 5 and 19, Lord's will, we'll get that. All right, on how you will, you will meet a lion, and then you will meet a bear, lean your hand against the wall, and a serpent bit you. You know, that's going to be the travail upon woman with child. With 2/3 of our man, they're not going to catch a break. They're going to be perplexed. They're not going to have a way out.
Right.
Read that.
This is, let me get the word great first. So great goes to excellent. It goes into wonderful.
Right.
It goes into fantastic.
Judgment.
It goes into terrific.
You know?
Amazing. Superb.
So Yahweh Shema Shai is going to impress with these judgments. He is going to impress the elect by how he do these niggas, man. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to impress us on how he judged these folks. Making your 2nd grade teacher a zombie. And Shashi chasing the school bus. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Lord gonna do these niggas, man. He's going to make your life real hard, man. All right? But he's going to do it to the utmost.
Right.
All right? You know what I'm saying? Because mind you, there's going to be a day where the Lord come like a thief. You ain't going to know when. Because if you're not aware, you are spiritually asleep. And when you spiritually sleep, you don't know what's going on, man. You're going to get hit with judgment. Bam, 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 bam. And everybody hate getting the uppercut. I'm talking about, man, Yahweh Shai gonna hold you down and wham, wham, right all in your shit, man. Punch your whole mouth out. Because look at how you doing. You've been mocking the prophets. You've been treating the prophets like they nothing. You've been misusing the prophets. All right, and that goes back into the, you know what I'm saying, man, the insignificance of the babes. You know? And that also goes back on how the Lord chooses the poor out of the earth. All right, which is the ones with no power. You got it.
And this is miseries. It goes into extreme suffering.
Extreme what?
Extreme suffering.
Man, extreme suffering. And what form of extreme suffering? Famine.
Hey man, that's two adjectives.
Yeah.
You got great and miseries itself.
Yeah. Right.
So, and the word great goes into outstanding, marvelous, and wonderful, man. Full of wonders. And just think about miseries being on that type of level, man.
Yeah.
Unhappiness. Deep, it says deep unhappiness, man. Or distress caused by poverty, misfortune, or physical pain.
Man, read that again.
To extreme suffering, unhappiness,
Deep unhappiness.
or distress.
So they gonna be perplexed.
There you go.
They gonna be perplexed. They ain't got resources. They ain't gonna have no way out. They ain't gonna have nowhere to go.
They gonna have you how about Chanel shot.
Exactly. That is exactly what it was getting into. Ultimately, they don't have that divine intervention to get them out of the things that they need to get out of. So what they gonna have to do? Get death by pain and fill that spot. I don't care what's going on. It was their judgment. Zechariah 13:8 was written for a reason. It was written for a reason. Hold that, let's get that. Bible shot. Zechariah 13:8 was written for a reason for these Negroes, man.
Zechariah 13:8, and it reads, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai,
All the land, start from Babylon the Great, going into the four corners of the earth. Read.
that in all the land, said the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, two parts therein shall be cut off and die.
Two parts of Israel gotta go. Two parts of Israel gotta walk the plank for what they've been doing. They are that damsel. Can I get that? The damsel in the law about the damsel crying out. They are the reason why we here in captivity. 2/3 of our people. They don't stand for nothing. They fuck anything. They do anything. They eat anything. And when all hell breaks loose, when them great miseries hit, the first thing that's gonna go away is morals. That's the first thing that's gonna go.
Down to in the field.
Let me get ready to go to like the damsel in the law, like if a woman is like, you know, right here.
Time. This is Deuteronomy 22:24. Then ye shall bring them both out into.
No, go to 20.
Time. This is Deuteronomy 22:20. But if this thing be true, and the tokens of virginity be not found for the damsel, then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house. And the man of her city shall stone her with stones, that she die.
You see, the 2/3 of our people is the damsel that gotta get stoned. They ain't the virgin. You know, technically, we not virgins, we had to come back. But the thing about it is, you know, an adulterous woman gets stoned by the city. And 2/3 of our people, adulteresses. That's why Yahushua called us an adulterous generation. You see what I'm saying? Read on.
Because she had wrought folly in Israel.
Because she what?
Wrought folly in Israel.
And like on a hindsight, a spiritual hindsight, that's what 2/3 do with these other camps. They bring folly. The Passovers that look like baby showers with all of these matching fucking garments looking like a damn wedding reception rehearsal. Balloons and music.
Rap battles.
Rap battles.
Rap concert.
Rap concert. And you got the masses on Facebook going for that shit. Cause they blind too.
In the house of mirth.
They in the house of mirth. That's folly. Read that again.
Because she had wrought folly in Israel to play the whore in her father's house.
To play who?
The whore in her father's house.
And you got 2/3 Jake getting pregnant in daddy's house. That's how you know that's all. 2/3 Jake getting pregnant in daddy's house. And you know what 2/3 doing? Worshiping other guys in daddy's house, cheating.
Yeah.
In the bed with the whore in daddy's house. Daddy's house is the house of David. And the Lord told you to bring your ass home before the street lights come on. So when the street lights come on, you were supposed to already been in that motherfucking house. For the damsels that came back, we went into the house about 5 hours after the Lord said come to the house. So when you come to the house, it ain't finna be no all good. What it's gonna be? Get your ass whooped. You finna get whooped with the buck. And that's what the Lord doing to us. Putting us in hell now to where we don't gotta suffer with the rest of the world, man.
Right?
We don't.
She had wrought folly in Israel to play the whore in her father's house. So shall thou put evil away from among you.
Exactly. So in order to get evil from among the elect, the virgins that actually matter and the virgins that actually is sincere and came back to the husband, and the husband is the bridegroom, and the bridegroom is Yahushua, they gonna do what they need to do to stay in the house. I work, I do this, I do that. But what 2/3 of our people do? If they come back to the house, it's gonna be with stipulations. They come back to the house and say, nigga, what? That's all. That means the Lord gonna bring what? Them great miseries to your ass. All right? Yahweh Shema Rashad talk with plagues. They talk with wrath. They talk with, you know, things of that nature. They ain't gonna come down and just talk. If that's the case, they'll send a brother or something. But they gonna talk with that prophecy. Read on. With read on.
God. It reads, so shall thou put evil away from among you. If a man married to an husband.
All right, so mind you, this in the law. Read that part one more again.
Verse 22. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband.
All right, so if you find a woman, okay, read on.
Then they shall both of them die.
Right, because that's adultery. Read on.
Both the man that lay with the woman and the woman, so shall thou put away evil from Israel.
Read on.
If a damsel that is a virgin,
read, and by the spirit, and like in spiritual hindsight, we damsel, we virgin. You have 5 that was wise, 5 that was foolish. All right, so spiritually, even though that this is a law that actually deals with the great, spiritually, we are virgins to Yahweh Shema Rashad. 5 was wise, 5 was foolish. Read on.
If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed to an husband.
Right, so that means that you're engaged, espoused, read.
And a man find her in the city and lie with her, then ye shall bring out unto the gate of that city,
Uh-huh.
and ye shall stone them with the stone that they died.
Exactly.
The damsel, because she cried not,
You said the damsel what?
because she cried not,
What 2/3 do?
cried not,
What they do?
cried not,
Black church.
cried not.
You see what I'm saying? They cried not. They love sleeping in the bed with that hoe. They love the game that hoe spit. That hoe spitting lies. That hoe is spitting bullshit to you, man. That hoe is spitting wicked wine, man. Hold that. Let's get Revelation 17 and verse 2. Bible goes up. They cried not. So in the eyes, in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai is what? They like that shit.
Right.
They like being a part of that. That's what they want to do. All right? They like getting slutted out by America. They like getting slutted out by Islam. They like getting slutted out by the Roman Catholic Church to the point where they don't want to go back. They don't want to be domesticated. They want to be a stray. So what you do with a stray, you feed them just good enough to where they leave your food alone and they go somewhere else. And that's what the niggas did. Yahweh Shema Shai gave them just enough food to where he'll leave him alone and they go somewhere else and you gonna stay there and you gonna build a bed there and you gonna make your whole comfort there. Put hell on you while you there. You know? We don't.
It's Revelation 17 and 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
And that's your leaders. That is your leaders. All of your Trumps, all of your damn Epstein, all of your Rothschilds, all of your DuPonts, all of your Firestones, all of those niggas that so-called running the world, these superior elitists, all right, Rockefellers, the kings of the earth, all the way down there to Trump and them, to Benjamin Netanyahu and them, Kim Jong-un and them, because you couldn't do nothing without America. It changed now. But then, America was a superpower. You had to deal with America. You had to use the petrodollar in order to buy oil. You had to buy oil with American dollars. That's dead. They using yen now. All right, and you know, in China is with bricks. That is where the C comes from. All right. So the kings of the earth committed fornication. All right. America sits on NATO and the EU to push the wicked wine, and NATO uses, Salakia, the whore uses NATO to push the wicked wine throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. That's why you had these summits where they talk about worldly affairs. But in these worldly affairs, they're not talking about the so-called black nuclear family. How can we get the black nuclear family together? How can we end world hunger? How can we end world poverty? How can we build better schools? How can we have a better curriculum for the younger generation because they can be taking care of us when we get older? A better infrastructure, a better rulership regime. You really think they talking about that?
Hell.
They talking about hipping your ass.
And scriptures, if I can add, scriptures read that, hey, when the wicked bear rule, man, the world mourning.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that can happen. As long as Esau Edom is in the rulership, this world can do nothing but mourn, man.
Yeah.
And even, the earnest, they say the earnest expectation of his creatures, right? They wait on the sons of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. So this whole world is mourning, man, because of Esau Edom, man. Job 9 and 24.
Got it. Beautiful. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. That's how you know that they not the people. That's how you know that Esau Edom isn't the people, man. That's how you know they're the devil that the Bible speaks of. Read on,
God. And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with
You
the
said
wine.
the inhabitants,
Earth had been made drunk.
and that hoe's name is tequila. That's that hoe's name because they like to get drunk with that bitch. See, America got them these, and look, man, they got the world drunk off that Babylon juice. You know what I'm saying? The Babylon juice got them drunk, which is idolatry, homosexuality, covetousness, murder, theft.
It's abusing,
Shit. Oh, man.
abusing devices, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Just abusing the temple in general.
God.
That's why Jake in that crash out spirit, man. You know? We know that.
God. And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk of her fornication.
Right, and that's why in the summits you have America that be like, well, if you push homosexuality in your country, we'll give you $30 billion towards whatever credit line, you know what I'm saying, you want to do. But a lot of these countries are turning that down because they got, you know, their own personal traditions and they have their so-called culture to where they don't even condone none of the bullshit that they do. We don't. To the point where that's gonna lead to this place getting bombed because of the because of the ideology. You said what? Oh yeah, man, that's just her spirit being condemned, but her head red.
Verse 3, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Right, that's NATO and the EU, man. All right, NATO and the EU. Now, you got Germanium Minor. All right, you got the Romans. All right, you got the French, and you got the Spanish, and you got the British. Those are the 7 heads. Good job. Those are the 7 heads. And then you got the, you know what I'm saying, the 10 horns, which is the EU, man. All right, which is the European Union, but it was called the, you know what I'm saying, the European Economic Community at first. And that is like Luxembourg, Denmark, Turkey, all these other countries. This is like compiled, it's like 30 of them. All right, and the horse sits on the 7 heads and 10 horns, which is NATO and the EU to push that bullshit across the 4 corners of the earth. All right, that's why you will have Iran get bombed and then Trump trying to force democracy on them to where they can go ahead and pick their own supreme leader. Technically, they wanted them to pick Trump. But Trump, like, you know, they already knew that they weren't going to pick Trump. They ended up picking the guy's son. You know? So that lets me know they already loved their previous supreme leader.
Right.
You know?
That's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah. Matter of fact, go to Deuteronomy 17:15. It's supposed to be of your own nation, not to be of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, lineage matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah. If it's a king, gotta be the son. Can't be some random Barabbas nigga down the street. You know what I'm saying? Because all the niggas ain't kings out here, man.
Right.
All right, you may see a fellow Jake that's 2/3 walking down the street. What up, king? Like, he ain't no fucking king. He ready to eat some sauce meat. Damn, hot sauce. How the fuck is he a king?
Right.
King comes with mindset, homeboy.
Goes back to that lesson now, respect yourself.
Respect yourself.
King respect themselves.
You see what I'm saying?
And
A king ain't gonna stand for nothing.
the king gonna be certain
Salaki. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Salaki. I say that a king ain't gonna stand for nothing. A king is gonna stand for something. All right? A 2/3 nigga not.
Right.
A king has a different mindset than a 2/3 nigga. A king, they desire, rulership, kingdom, decision making. And this is what we're fighting for. This is a real government to actually be a legitimate decision maker for other nations of people. Tell them this is what you gonna do, this how it is, and this how it's gonna be. You know? We don't not. Oh yeah, I already know. Fans taking pictures. He trying to act like he's taking pictures of that first. You know, and then he gonna hand that camera this way. You already know. Let me make sure I scratch my nut. Motherfucker.
Man, it says, if there be found among, that was on verse Deuteronomy 22 and 20.
22, 24.
Okay.
22, 24.
I love my
Deuteronomy.
Oh, 17. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Deuteronomy 17, 15.
Time. Thou shalt in any wise set him.
Book and verse.
Thou shalt in any wise.
Say the book and verse.
Time. Deuteronomy 17, 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy power shall choose. One from among thy brethren.
One from who?
Among thy brethren.
Well, how do you know that DJT know what's best for you and he not even part of your nation? You're not even supposed to vote. Yahweh Shema Shai is supposed to choose a king to put over you. Look at Moses. Moses was Israel's first unofficial king. Saul was the first official king. Moses was chosen through the Spirit to rule and to be a king over the nation. That's why we accepted it. Because we knew it came from Yahweh Shema Shai. Saul was chosen from Yahweh Shema Shai, but Saul was insubordinate. He had one job: kill all the Amalekites. That's the spirit. But what he do? Kept all the good spoils for himself and left the damn king, so Samuel had to show you how it's done, and he basically dismembered the nigga.
One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee.
Thou shalt what?
Mayest not set a stranger over thee.
Right, and you got Jake down there, especially the northern tribe. Donald Trump. They say Donald Trump. They don't even say his fucking name right. But they down there voting, trying to get papers, making sure they following after this nigga.
They think they gonna get another fucking stimulus package, man.
Right. So they could probably make another food truck. Nothing, man, to them getting fucking beheaded and to them taking the MOTV. Because ultimately, that's what they see. DJT is using the northern tribe, all right, not just to push the wicked wine, but he is also using them, all right, as far as getting the digital society ramped up. You gotta have a face for it. You gotta have an enemy. They are the reason why we're doing it. Issachar, the northern tribes, they're the reason why. So where we can usher in the MOTV under a cashless society, because that's ultimately what it's about. It's about the control. It's about you having a social credit score. It is about a 15-minute city. It is about martial law. Okay? It is about total control. It ain't just about finance. It's about control. All right? What I can get you to do. That's the spirit. Read on.
Which is not thy brother.
Right. Because he gonna fuck you over and he gonna make sure that his nation is right over you. And DJT don't even like the poor Edomites. Make that way clear. He don't even like the little so-called Edomites. Well, I ain't gonna say so-called. want to see them, but he talked their language. He talked that bunking backyard, I just lynched the nigga language, man. And they gravitate to it. But Trump will spit in their face too. Read on.
But he shall not multiply horses to himself, nor cause the people to return to Egypt.
All right, man, that's it on that. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 8:50. 2nd Ezra 8:50 right quick. Baba Kushai.
God, this is back at 2nd Ezra 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done to them.
Right, so it's going to be perfect judgment coming to the shores of Babylon the Great. Perfect judgment is coming to your front door. Because y'all think shit a game. Y'all think Yahweh Shema Shah playing. Y'all think he just lying and he just not even real. But you better understand that the Egyptians called the same power that created the heavens and earth, they called him Al-Asaitir, which means terrible, demonic-like power, man. Because the Lord fucks over generations of people at one time. All right? There's a lot of fucking Moabites that been taking pictures of us, man. That ain't the only Moabite that be doing that.
They got one of them damn NFL sideline cameras.
That's what I'm saying. Trying to act like he take pictures and everything else. See, that's another thing too, because now Esau got agents infiltrating into the camps, infiltrating. That's gonna be part of that great misery too. You know, one of them,
Revelation 12:12.
you know, your family member giving your ass up. And you gonna be like, damn, now all this bullshit about to compile on your ass now. The petty shit just led to the big shit.
Hey, that's the climate of the world. Huh? If you even look on the lower level within the beat and the hip hop and shit, that's the climate, man. Charleston White, right? Everybody talking about being a snitch. Everybody talking about betraying the other person for something, for some type of game, man. And that's the climate. And that's the climate for a reason, man. Because in his ministry, it's going to be the same thing. Hey, man, and Esau setting up a lot of people. Revelation 12:12, man. It's many ways he could come down on you because he know that he have a great short time, man. So he's coming down on us having great wrath, man. Everybody, man. The whole world. That's what the scripture says, man. When we get that, Revelation 12:12, come on, get it.
Because the devil won't come down with great wrath, man. Esau's blessing is the sword. The scriptures say, by the sword thou shalt live.
Right.
So this devil, he is going to use that sword. And what's the modern day sword? The gun. Missiles. And the Lord is going to have Esau destroy himself with that blessing.
Yep.
So this devil thinks he's putting a number on us. He's really doing a number on himself.
Live by, die by it.
Right, live by the sword, you die by the sword. Yeah, done. Right. Right. Bring it out.
It's Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Right.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
Right. Woe unto all you niggas. All right. And I'm talking about the French check niggas. All the niggas out there that got, lavish Passovers with all the women, and you got Cajun seasoning on your lamb, and with motherfucking romaine salad with croutons and shit, even though that's leaven, and dressing that got sodium bisonate in it, which that's leaven. Enriched flour fried chicken, that's leaven. Flour tortillas, that's leaven. Damn. But they got leaven in there though. And that spirit and that big ass lob of theirs, man.
Can't get right.
Right. They just third of the truth, man. I'm telling you, they don't even salute like this. They salute like this. Third. Just a big fucking goofy. That's how they look like to us. They look like the 30th niggas. They just do their stomach all out and shit. That's what they look like, man. Just a big goofy. All right? When you had them lavish Passovers and it's a solemn assembly, solemn means what? Serious. You can't be playing. Then on top of that, we approach the first fruit. That is where you give the your highest increase of your crops, income, and time. Your time. If you ain't got no income, give time. Read.
That's right.
Be a part of the truth. Goddamn, stay locked in, Negro. Come on, man. Fuck what these demons do. They talk about Yahweh Shai. Fuck. Stay locked in. A 2/3 gonna do what they gonna do. It's their job to hate. Read on.
Time. For the devil is come down unto you, having
Come down
great
onto who?
until the whole world.
Us. The rest of the Israelites. They coming down on all of Israel. That's why the scriptures say judgment is going to start in the house of Yahweh. Israel is the biggest threat to the New World Order. Especially the prophets of the great millstone, the GMM. We are the biggest threat. Because we telling you the effort of Esau Edom in real time.
Hey, this is why this scripture on point, man, because it says, for the devil has come down to you having great wrath. Why? Because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
That's why he acting like a side bitch playing game.
And if
You
I
wanna
can
add on to that?
Yeah, kind of, if I can add, that's what we do every time we come out here. We remind him that, hey, he's on the clock, man. You know, your time is ticking, man. Your days are numbered. You know? And that's what we do every time we come out here, man. We remind this devil, man.
Let me get prophesied this Mount Seir, Genesis 36. Prophesied this Mount Seir. And that's what we do. Coming out here, prophesying against this place. And that's commandment. Yahweh Shema Shah tell us not just to cry aloud and spare not. Lift up that voice like a trumpet, and correct Jake. It's also to tell these other nations about their judgment too. We gotta let them know what's gonna happen to them too. From Esau all the way on down. That's a part of the ministry, man. But Yahweh Shema Shai has a spiritual bone to pick with Esau Edom. All of these other nations. But Esau is at the forefront, because when you go to Psalms 83, verse 3 on down, going into that confederacy against thee, it's going into Esau Edom. The tabernacles of Edom is first. Then it's Ishmael, then it's Ham, so it's mainly Esau and then the other nations. And I believe Ham is next on that list. You got that? Read it.
This is Ezekiel 35:2. And it reads, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Set thy face against who?
Mount Seir.
Mount Seir. All right, is where Edomites dwelled at. Mount Seir is a reputation of the Edomites. All right, the Amalekites started off with them, going all the way down.
Per mount.
Mount. Oh yeah, you got it.
That word mount, it just goes into government, man. You know? And that's what we have, man, here. You know? A government full of devils, man. In Babylon, man. And that's who we prophesying against, man. The Lord's enemies, man. 2/3 are the Lord's enemies too. But hey, it starts with this devil, man. The accuser of our brethren, man. And that's why when he come down, having great wrath on these 2/3, man, you know, he gonna try to elect 2, you know, but hey, we gonna pass, man. You know, we gonna pass that test.
Lord will.
You know? And he got many ways to come down on us having great wrath, man. He could test us through our family members. This AI crap, right? He could have us on video, man, doing something that we ain't do, you know? And that's coming. You know,
Right,
that's
because
coming.
they know Jake ain't doing nothing.
Right.
These dossiers and all that just get paid overtime just to get paid. They know Jake ain't doing nothing. That's why they're going to take Jake off the Southern Poverty Law Center. But we already know that we was on there, you know, a couple of years ago.
Exactly.
They know Jake ain't doing shit. They know Jake ain't doing shit. They going to make you do something.
Right. That's the spirit, man. They do that. They did that with Bin Laden, them, man.
Yeah.
They, you know, make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's making an enemy, man.
They give you the dope, make you sell it, and indict your ass for selling the dope.
Man.
That's what they did to Freeway Ricky Ross. The real Rick Ross. You know? They did Big Meats like that too. They didn't even have nothing on Big Meats. But they just indicted him. Because he's too flashy, he's too flamboyant. You know, that's what indicted him. Living like Jake. You know? So all you flashy niggas that's in the truth, what is the Lord gonna do to you? You gotta have a Sakari shirt to match the Jordan. You know? You gotta match the fringes, lay them out. Read on, man.
And say unto it, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee.
The Lord said, I'm gonna what?
Stretch out mine hand against thee.
The hand of Yahweh is Yahweh Shai. That's the hand that's gonna get extended out. See, Yahweh Shai got a hand that's extended out for grace. He's pulling that out, and he's finna give you judgment.
Right?
That's what Yahweh Shai doing. Right now. He's drawing back that, you know what I'm saying? You know that mercy, grace hand, he already got it out.
Right.
But he's drawing it back. And as he's drawing it back, he's gonna bring out that judgment. And he's gonna turn it back and say ain't no more for a little bit.
Right.
That's why you need to get right now.
Right.
You need to get what it getting while it's time to get. Now.
Right, if I can add,
Not later.
if I can add, you talk about the hands, man. The scripture reads that, you know, Yahweh Shai is coming with rewards for the wicked and the righteous, you know? So, hey, that's basically, you know, backing up what the ox just said, you know?
And if I may add, when you go into that word hand, it's going into determining and controlling the destinies of men.
Right.
By the rising and falling of kingdoms and empires.
Right.
So the Lord can raise up a kingdom, bring it down. Rome failed before.
That's the new under the
He
sun.
rose it up again.
That's the new under the sun. You want to get that?
No. And he rose it up, brought it down. The Lord made Egypt fall. And now the Lord gonna make spiritual Egypt fall.
Right.
You got it.
It's Ecclesiastes 1:9.
Read on.
And it reads, the thing that has been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done.
Uh-huh.
And there is no new thing under the sun.
There's no new thing under the sun. What happened in the past gonna happen now, it's gonna recycle itself. Spirits even recycle. You know? The Lord made Rome fall before. It's falling now. This place is falling. Alright? Really the world started to end when Yahweh got on the scene. That was when the world started to end. America started to end in 1969 when the truth got on the scene. When Yahweh opened up the floodgates.
Right.
He opened up the seals through Elder Abba Bivens and King Masha. Elder Yaquab too. Even though there was a split. You know, but we don't.
Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It has been already of old time.
You see? It ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new up under the sun. There was a financial collapse in Egypt.
Right.
Let me get that when the money failed. There was a financial collapse in Egypt. Egypt. There was a Great Depression. Currency changed once before. March 1st, 1933, where you had to use Federal Reserve notes and not gold and silver. There's gonna be another financial collapse. See how it's just going on, right? The scriptures say the vision is yet for an appointed time, though it tarry, wait for it.
Also, the things of the past was taught for our learning.
That's right. The things written aforetime.
Like
You good? You good?
This is Genesis 47 and 15. And when money failed in the land of Egypt,
It said when the what failed?
and when money failed in the land of
This is
Egypt,
an economic collapse. When the money failed, that means it's over with. Read on.
and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence?
Damn, so it's an economic collapse and a famine. The Lord bringing that back.
That's right. That's right.
I thought y'all forgot. Did y'all forget? The Lord bringing that back. The brother reading. This ain't no game. Read on.
For the money faileth.
Right.
And Joseph said, give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money fails.
Right, so that means that y'all gotta give me 10% of y'all stuff, and then we'll throw y'all a little stimulus, pay us some taxes. Pay us some taxes. We'll break y'all off a little something. Like government assistance. Joseph had to collect all the money, collect all the resources. With an economic collapse comes economic desperation. A person willing to do anything. That's why I said the first thing is going to go is morals. You would just borrow ketchup from the nigga next door. Now you stealing. Read on, man.
And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses and for flocks and for the cattle of the herd and for the asses, and he fed them with bread.
He fed them with what?
Bread,
All right.
for all their cattle for that year. When the year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said unto him, we will not hide it from my Lord, how that our money is spent. My Lord also hath our herd of cattle. There is not aught left in the sight of my Lord, but our bodies and our lands.
And the Lord ain't gonna leave nothing left here in Babylon the Great. The Lord ain't gonna leave nothing here. Matter of fact, let me get 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 22. And then man, we're gonna go ahead and finish out with that. Cause mind you, man, we living in the book of 2 Ezra, the 15th, 16th chapter. We living it. We're living it. You know? Just like how the money failed and there was nothing to buy, there was nothing to grab, nothing to purchase. Read that.
All right. 2 Ezra 6-22. And suddenly,
And what?
and suddenly,
Unexpected, unaware, unforeseen. Read.
and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
And we in a cheap place of concourse, and bopping in the street. And everybody out here just moving and shaking, going to where they need to go, going to their respected destinations, so-called. Don't y'all see that?
Everybody on their own path.
Everybody on their own path, leading their way to destruction, walking aimlessly around the wilderness like how we was in the wilderness for 40 years. Read on.
And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
Right, so that means there ain't gonna be nobody in them stoves. Because you gotta look at the oil. Donald Trump is purposely losing the Iran war. Even though they opened up the Strait of Hormuz yesterday, the thing of the matter is, if they close it again, Trump is really trying to make, Babylon the Great the most powerful with oil. He's trying to make Babylon the Great a superpower with oil, to where there's a war amp up and they shut the Strait of Hormuz over probably forever. Who are you going to rely on? 69% of all the oil that China uses comes from Iran. Russia uses about 25%. Europe, 100% dependent on Iran. Away all of the oil and you take it away, what is the number one thing that is being shipped to you? Plastic. Plastic is made of oil. If you don't have no oil, you don't have no plastic. You don't have no plastic, you ain't getting nothing in the mail and you ain't getting nothing on the shelves. So it all makes sense. Read on.
And the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
The what?
The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Look at the time of the C-19. You would never thought hand sanitizer would be a damn scarcity. A toilet paper. You thought that came off the bat. You weren't even thinking about it. Now it's a fucking. See? So let's get us 2 Ezra 15 and 14. Bible concern.
This is 2 Ezra 15 and 14.
Read on.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Woe to who?
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Right, you 2/3 niggas, you Hebrew niggalites, and all of you other heathen nations that's jumbled up with them. The Lord got a major F you that's gonna come your way. And it's gonna hurt. And a lot of that gonna be y'all getting bombed and getting destroyed. All right? And a whole lot of y'all gonna get hit with Yahweh's sword. Because the Lord did say, the slain of the Lord shall be many. And it ain't just no soldier. It's a lot of you 2/3 niggas that's walking up and down here choosing Barabbas, saying we only got one king but Caesar. It's y'all niggas too, mainly. You dirty niggas. You know? See, the problem is Jake need to get their black ass shit together, and they ain't, and, you know, but they got to get this money first. So the Lord gonna kill you first, or preserve your ass to death.
And Lord need to kill Nick Cannon, man.
Oh man, that nigga. I can't stand him. I can't stand that nigga. You can tell Wildin' Out paying for his bill. You can tell he want that though. You can tell he ain't got nothing else smoking.
You can tell he's probably one of the fucking top 12 doomsday preppers.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, for real?
I'm saying, he probably tell
Who knows? He might be.
He's a sellout, man.
He might be.
He's been in the industry since a child.
Yeah.
You know, he probably got a fucking Wildin' Out bunker, some fucking
A Wildin' Out bunker.
with Fat Man Scoop in that bitch.
Wild out.
With Fat Man Scoop in that bitch.
Right.
You already know, y'all.
And then he teaching Jake to wild out.
Exactly. Trim his ways. There
He
you
be having
go.
those, you know, all those moles on there and all that.
I gotta bring it out, huh?
Bring it out.
All right, bring it out. Hey, it's beautiful, man. This is what people like Nick Cannon is doing, man. This is Jeremiah 2:33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
Exactly, man. That's 2/3 of our people. They like to appease the next nigga. Just like Nick Cannon. Since we talking about the old non-rapping ass nigga. Because his music sucks. And look, he ain't. They threw his ass in the dress back in the day. They threw his ass on there. They threw Urkel dress on what's his name? They just do Jake any type of way.
Yep.
They just do Jake any type of way, and Jake bow themselves down to appease Esau.
Yep.
Jake will bow himself down. Mind you, will have a Jake that'll come up to the camp. They be eating the road, they like, okay. I'm like, they be all like this damn near, right? And here come a 2/3 nigga with his little Monster Ink legs. Walk over there just like that. And just be on some bullshit with him, right? Whisper in his ear, and now all of a sudden he like the white man. I was like, we almost had you, bro. God.
Man.
We almost had you, bro.
God.
Now your ass is sellout now.
Man.
You know? Soon as Satan coming, snatch the word that was sown in his heart. Like it talked about in Mark 4 and 14 through 15.
Yep.
Read on.
Time. Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
Read all of it over.
Jeremiah 2:33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
You got it.
Hey, that's what people like Nick Cannon do, man. You know, as a matter of fact, just look at his show alone. He put a lot of people on, man. You could be an upcoming comedian on Instagram. Nick Cannon could get hold of your content and have you on the show tomorrow. You know, he's a gatekeeper, man.
After you're freshly fucked.
Right.
Believe that. You're going to be freshly fucked on TV.
Man.
Yep.
They set him up, man. Industry plant, man.
Kevin Hart won too.
And he denying you how about Shimmy Hawashai, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man. Hey, Shalak Rayam, that dude.
Shalak Ryan. He did one with Professor Grimm. When he was saying that we the Israelites, and we were saying, you know, he was saying that, you know, Esau the caveman and all. But now they took his show and they made him apologize on that Rabbi podcast. He said, I apologize, Mr. Rabbi. And then they gave him his fucking show back. And now he calmed his ass down.
Talking about the Bible allegorical, not historical.
That nigga is allegorical. That nigga is allegorical. Because this nigga out of his rabbit ass mouth. But you got a lot of people out there like that. That is, the scriptures say that the ways of the righteous are plain unto the holy or something. Let's get that. Because I don't want to butcher it. I don't want to butcher it. we can get that. You know, because it is a stumbling block to the wicked.
This is Proverbs 15 and 9. Proverbs 15 and 19. Proverbs 15 and 19. And it reads, the way of the slothful man is an hedge of thorns. Damn. But the way of the righteous is made plain.
Right.
A wise son maketh a glad father.
No, he was saying like the plain of the righteous, like he was saying like
Oh God.
stumbling block into the wicked.
This is This is Sirach 39 and 24. Sirach 39 and 24. And it reads, as his ways are plain unto the holy.
See, his ways, the law, statutes, and commandments. Yahweh Shema Shah as a whole. Yahweh Shah say, I come in the volume of the book. The law, statutes, and commandments. When you go into that word way, it's going to that word path. Path is going to doctrine. And when you choose that doctrine, you walk therein. So that means you're going to subscribe to it.
Right.
So when you subscribe to Yahweh Shema Shah, his ways are plain.
Right.
That's why you like to bring out that his ways ain't grievous. Means it ain't hard to follow. It's just the fact that you got pride and you are the egotistical nigga-like, and you gotta have, you know, some type of ego about yourself to where you just gonna do what you want to do because you want to do it. Not making that sacrifice. You ain't on. Look. Yahweh Shema Shah not on your time. You on his time.
Right. Real. Hey, and just to add to that, man, that goes to show you that basically, hey, Yahweh Shema Shah, he got no use for Nick Cannon, basically. You know, this here he is with blood on his hands and not giving a fuck, man. You know, so hey, it's nothing that he can do but die, man. And we can't wait, man.
I can't wait.
You can't wait, man.
I can't wait to see all these niggas die. Even this bitch across the street. You know what I'm saying? All of these motherfuckers, man. You got it.
Con. Back at
Second Ezra 15. 14.
Okay. 24.
Okay.
Sirach 39 and 24, and it reads, as his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
Exactly, because they want to be a nigga. They don't want to follow after the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shema Shah, because you will, in fact, be a better person. They like being a nigga. They like being the little Bobby Schmurder. They like wreaking havoc. They like being proud. They like having no chill when it's time to chill. Those are those type of people. Those type of individuals, which are millions of them, billions of them, they got to get put to death. They got to get put to death like a damn dog at a damn euthanization vet. Read on. Because really they act like orphans. Orphans got weird spirits. You know, they act like an orphan. You know, they act like nobody love them. And you got a whole power that love you, but they prefer Esau love because Esau let them do what the fuck they want to do because Esau don't give a fuck about them. Esau wants these niggas to go off, you know what I'm saying, just so the Lord don't even have a reason to come back.
Right. There you go, man. Esau accused us before the Lord night and day, man.
Was the Holofernes that was going into that? Like, you know what I'm saying, if we turn east at the same time. Let me get that. Let me get that too. Read that. No, fuck that. Get that. Get that. You know, because these elites know, especially Amalekites. They know. They already know that if we all come together as one in the same spirit, the same everything, pray east at the same time, Yahweh Shema Shah gonna come here and just get us right up out of, to Babylon the Great. But that's too easy. The Lord is the biggest drama king. He want to see all this go down. He want to see these niggas, because these are the same niggas that chose Caesar over him. These is at your local Walmart. These niggas is at your local Walmart, Sam's Club, walking around, scratching their ass, putting 87 in on it, buying a beer, Black and Mild, buying some damn Hunter's pizza, doing all type of shit. You know? You got that? Push for that. Try Judah 5:12. Try Judah 5:12. I've never seen that. Baba Kusha. Judah 5:12. Read it loud. Judah. But these devils know, man. Matter of fact, skip that 3 things. Let's move on to second Ezra 15. Let's read close out this time. Yeah, we finna bring out these last two. And we will close.
Fine. Second Ezra 15 and 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, which is near, and one people shall stand up and fight against another.
You got it?
Time. Hey, that's coming, man. Hey, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, he's about to clean house. All right? In many ways, man. In many, what is it, man?
Stages.
Yeah, there you go, Khan. Many stages, man. You know? Many stages. You got this, you're going to have your sedition amongst men, right? You're even going to have the troops, man. Going to be laying shit down, man. You're even going to have robots, man. Drones.
That's a part of the great misery.
Teeth of wild beasts. Shit, man. Some of these people that got that crack scene, right? Hey, it's already out there that damn, what is it, the G6, the speed or whatever, right? Man, they say it's gonna fuck, the frequency of that stuff gonna fuck with them people, man.
Yeah, man, like the 6G frequency.
They said it might even
go
turn
to that word G is going into gamma rays. That's radioactive. That's billions and trillions of megahertz vibrating really, really fast. Man, going through people, going through us right now. That's why if a person hold a phone to their ear too long and they get hot, when they wear those smart watches and they get a burn mark, that's actually radioactive poison.
And we feel it. I be feeling it. I can feel it just a little bit.
Yeah.
But just think if you got some stuff in you that activate that shit, you know?
The scriptures go into that. Let's get Revelation 16 and verse 2 in the NLT. The scriptures go into that. Whoever get the MOTB, they are going to have a distinctive mark. You're going to know they had it.
Right.
It ain't going to be nothing to guess. You're going to know. Read on. NLT.
This is Revelation 16, verse 2. NLT version. So the first angel left the temple and poured out his bowl on the earth. and horrible, malignant sores broke out on everyone who had the mark of the beast,
Let's get malignant.
who worshiped his statue.
You see? So it's gonna be a distinguisher mark on you. We gonna know off the back whether you took it or not. They gonna look fucked up. They gonna have cancer. Radiation causes cancer.
Malignant, something very dangerous, harmful, or evil,
Right?
most commonly referring to cancerous tumors.
You hear that? They gonna have cancerous tumors, like they gonna be bubbled up like Job, all over their body with sores, and they're talking about this part may be sunk in, open like flesh eating shit. They gonna be looking fucked up because you got, mind you, I said that again, that 6G is gamma rays, 5G gamma rays, 6G is billions and trillions of gamma rays of the Salakia, megahertz traveling through us right now, and you got it in your body.
In the height,
You gonna microwave yourself.
in the height of that stuff, man, when people was getting that shot, right? It was on TikTok. People was putting a key or any type of metal where they got the shot at, and it stuck.
Right, but that's about the crack too.
Right. But it was, I tried that on 2 people because I was trying to see was it true. And I know this girl and this dude said that they had got the shot. Matter of fact, it was 2 girls. And I put the key on they fucking on where they got the shot at, and it stuck.
Damn.
And they was scared.
Damn.
So this shit true.
Yeah.
Shit
You know,
true,
and
man.
also they saying that a lot of people that got the Maxine Waters, some of them got the C-hip. I don't know how true that is, but I heard they've been sneaking people, you know what I'm saying? They could have. Who knows, but we know that the MOTB issued out mandatory, all right? That's how you know that, this, you know what I'm saying? Scriptures say that, that the vision is yet for an appointed time. So there's a time, there's a day, there's a place, there's an hour that it's gonna go down.
Right.
All right? We don't.
Cancerous tumors that grow uncontrollably.
That grow what?
Uncontrollably.
They gonna die, man. They gonna be sick. They gonna be throwing up. Hella diarrhea. They may be shitting out their mouth, man. So,
Man.
we don't.
Invade nearby tissue
Uh-huh.
and spread throughout the body. It indicates a high likelihood of causing death or severe deterioration.
So that means you're gonna be
Deterioration.
damn terminal. A person that got skin cancer, they wither away.
Man. From the inside out.
Yeah. That's what radiation, because you gotta keep in mind, man, this radiation is 6G. Motherfuckers gonna be downloading,
Bruh.
getting music, doing this on the MOTV. They're gonna be on the internet, they phone, transactions, going in and out the doors, clocking in and out work, talking to robots, going in and out the car, doing that all at once without the system crashing. You are gonna, you gotta pay the price somewhere. And that is gonna justify the price being paid. Let me get Revelation 14 and 9 through 10.
God.
Because that right there, that is the justification of the niggas that take the MOTB.
Man.
This is the justification right here.
Man, I was just about reading that word malignant, man.
Man,
Man, that goes to
Terminal.
show you, man. This is the closest thing to a zombie apocalypse, man.
yeah, for real.
Like, come on,
For
man.
real.
Y'all tripping, man.
For real.
Damn.
For real, for
Esau
real.
Edom already knew what it was, man. He
For
been
real.
planning this shit.
You said that.
You don't think he's been experiment on mouses, even probably people,
Right.
with this shit already? I'm sure he's done it, man.
Right. You
Duh.
said that, though. You said that.
Nah.
You said that.
This is Revelation 14 and 9
And through 10.
times. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead,
And the image is not no damn Cesare Borgia. Let's get that straight. The image is the revised Roman Empire that you currently living under.
Right.
It ain't no damn Cesare Borgia. Read on.
Time. And receive his mark in his forehead or his hand, or in his hand,
Or in his what?
or in his hand.
I thought they said if you get to see him in your left hand, it ain't no judgment. It don't matter. You can get it in your kneecap. If you got it, you got it.
Right.
It didn't specify what hand. Read on, man.
The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Bahashem.
They gonna drink the drag of that cup. They gonna drink the backwash of that judgment. They gonna get drunk off the backwash of it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about Israel. Fuck Edom. They already promised damnation. What's going on this side is an upgrade. Paying bills and going to work and eating Tostito pizzas. That's an upgrade. Read on.
Which is poured out without mixture.
So the Lord gonna get that to you straight, no chasing. You ever had some alcohol, you drunk it, sipped it, you know what I'm saying? Take the air drum out there. You drink it, you like, put some hair on your chest. That's how the Lord gonna give you that judgment. He gonna put some hair on your chest. He gonna take some hair off your chest. Some hair off your scalp. He gonna take the eyes that's gonna consume away in your holes, he gonna take that away. And he gonna take away the tongue in your motherfucking mouth to where you ain't gonna be talking no more shit. We ain't gonna be teaching y'all no more, and y'all ain't gonna be talking shit no more. But the Lord gonna let us keep our tongue though. Ours is gonna be glued to the roof of our mouth, and we ain't gonna reprove y'all niggas. A long time before the Lord make yours consume away. You got it?
Which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
Which is righteous anger.
Right. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone.
And this is going to justify the missiles. That's why I say the vision is yet for an appointed time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, side, J, K, more prophecy. What you talking about?
Real.
Like for real, it's going to happen when it say. You see what I'm saying? When the Lord say it's going to happen. Read on.
And he shall be fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Right, so you're going to get your ass burnt up. When the stars fall from heaven, let me get Revelation 8 and 7. Bible Kushai?
Revelation 8 and 7. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth.
The fire mingled with blood, meaning niggas is gonna explode when the when the missiles hit. The mingle, read it.
The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood.
Niggas is gonna explode. Boom, boom. I'm talking about like a motherfucking like you putting an M80 in a watermelon. That's how niggas gonna explode, man. Like a damn grape. If you shot a watermelon with a damn shotgun shell, then wham! That's how niggas was going out. Read on.
And they were cast upon the earth, and the third part of trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up.
Definitely. Read.
And the second angel sounded, and as a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea. And the third part of the sea became blood. And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died. And the third part of the ships were destroyed. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp. And it fell upon the third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of waters.
Man, it's like vivid. I can picture it. It's bombs dropping. Boom, 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 wow, 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 wow. Light this motherfucker up. Everything getting burnt up. You ain't finna see this nice little fountain right here and with courage, sacrifice, and duty, and those beautiful words, and you know, all this green trees. All this finna get a wrap. This over with. This is a wrap. It's over. If you ain't got your how about Shinawa Shah, cook. And I'm speaking to myself first. Read on.
And the name of the star is called wormwood.
The name of the what?
The name of the star is called wormwood.
Okay.
And the third part of the waters became wormwood.
Right, so that means in other parts of the earth, the water is going to be radioactive. Because the Lord not going to let the whole earth get fucked up. But you're going to have radioactive air, radioactive water. And niggas going to die off that water too. They're going to be surviving because if you're in Babylon the Great, you're cooked. I don't give a fuck what's going on. But if you know, like the Lord is going to let us get heathens from different parts of the earth. All right? That's the spirit, because that means it's going to happen fast.
And the third part of the waters became wormwood.
To prove it's radioactive.
This is Strong's G894, and it reads,
even if y'all bitter, made them bitter, yeah, bitter, all that. I mean, you get all that.
This is the Thayer's Greek lexicon. It reads, given as a proper name to the star which fell into the waters and made them bitter.
You see, made them bitter, just like in the just like out there in the Old Testament, where it was a wormwood water, and the Lord gave us a way to purify it. Jake gonna be trying to purify this wormwood water, and it ain't gonna work.
It says figuratively calamity.
You see? So, you know, hey, and the spirit, they're gonna die from that water. Read on.
And the name of the star is called wormwood, and the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter.
See, it was radioactive. You know, it was radioactive water, man. So all these niggas that's all around the world thinking they doing something, you know, they ain't doing nothing. They gonna have charcoal, sand, and all that shit. It ain't gonna work. That's just the side effects of the missiles throughout the four corners of the earth. And then once the dust clear, the Lord gonna bring us down, and we gonna snatch these niggas up, one by one. All right, tens by tens, hundreds by hundreds, thousands by thousands, starting with these elites all around. Is there anything you want to add on to that?
No, that's it. I bring out one. I bring out a precept. This is Proverbs. This is Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
And that's a perfect precept of, you know what I'm saying, to end on. You know, read it again.
This is Proverbs 21:16. And it reads, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding
right? Which is this truth, which is this circle, and you travel outside of Yahweh Shema Rashad,
shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
that's why the scriptures say when Yahweh Shah said, ye that hate me love death.
Right.
You know? So in actuality, they got a problem with Yahweh Shema Rashad, not us. And you know what I'm saying? And not the other brothers.
So they already zombies, basically, spiritually.
Yeah. And then the Lord gonna zap them,
And make them
just like, you know,
hideous.
just like it is. Because you cannot run from judgment.
Right.
If judgment gonna hit your door, it's gonna hit your door. The Lord gonna raise up people from the dead to get the message
Right.
out of the grave.
That's why you go into walking charcoal, man.
Yeah, yeah, walking charcoal.
Walking charcoal, man.
Yeah,
A lot of them, man.
yeah,
Damn.
time. And with that, we want to give infinite honors, praises, and glory to Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Akakodah.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule very well until this very day. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the sincere Akim Wa'argwathim that's out there trimming their lamps, all right, making their calling and their election sure, working out their own salvation with their turbulence, measuring out the time diligently within itself. All right, so Lord's will, we on the next one. Aparat Kazah. Shalom.
Shalom.